Hello there. And now I want you to meet somebody, one of the world's greats of jazz. Somebody who up to now, for people over in this country, has been a name on a disc, or a face on film. But here he is, right with me here in the studio. And it's Count Basie. And welcome to 6-5 Special, Count Basie.
Thank you. How do you do? This is a real pleasure for me.
It's great for us to have you here.
Thank you.
This is your first trip to England, isn't it?
That's right. We've been looking forward to this trip for a long time, and since we're here, it's really wonderful.
You've had a great welcome from the fans, haven't you?
Oh, they've been wonderful to us.
Good audiences?
Beautiful audience.
Do you find many sort of teenagers among your audiences?
Well, we find a few of the kids along. Well, I guess that's just because their parents are bringing them along because they know very little bit about our type music, and they seem to be very eager to try to learn it, and then we still appreciate the few that comes along, believe me.
Yes. You say your type of music. Why do you play your particular type of music?
Well, I guess that's just because the only type that we know how to play.
You like it?
That's it. Oh, I love it.
You play it because you like it, in other words. I've read in one of the newspapers, I wouldn't say it was a criticism, it was more of a comment, that you play things at such great tempo that it's very difficult for the musicians, the rest of the musicians in the band, to even keep up with you.
What do you mean? That's fast tempos like?
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know. Well, I don't sort of dig that. I mean, I'm speaking very half now.
Yeah.
But whoever has jotted that down in any paper, I don't think they kind of understand what's happening as far as our type of music is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Because there would be no way for us to be playing one tempo and the solos out there trying hard to keep up with, because I think we got to know what we're doing, and I really don't know how to answer that question because I don't think it's put out just exactly right. It's not fair.
Mm-hmm. You play at your speed because you think the music should be played at that speed.
Sometimes we play. Now, it wouldn't be exactly right for us to just be playing at one certain tempo at all the time. We certainly have to accelerate it sometimes to sort of build it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we were playing fast all the time, I mean, that would become monotonous. We were playing slow all the time, that would become monotonous, rather.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have to sort of pace ourselves in fixing our programs.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're playing too many fast tunes, I apologize.
No need for apologies. Supposing I was to ask you just off the cuff to tell me who you consider to be the great jazz musicians of today. Who are the outstanding ones to your way of thinking?
Well, I'm only going to mention one guy, which I think is one of the most outstanding guy that's around as far as I'm concerned, because this guy to me means everything that it means as far as music is concerned. That's a guy by the name of Ellington.
Yes.
That's my man.
Duke Ellington.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. He's an outstanding jazzman of all time, I think, isn't he?
That is right. That's a writer, composer, creator, everything you can mention.
Mm-hmm. Now, you took part, played piano in one of the first jazz concerts of all time in Carnegie Hall, didn't you?
Well, I just only had a small part. That was the Benny Goodman concert. And Benny invited about 6 of our group along for the jam session part of it. Mm-hmm. And it was truly a great thrill.
Mm-hmm. That was a milestone in jazz history, really, wasn't it?
Well, I think it's one of them, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Now, you lead a very busy life. You're a man who plays piano and has always played piano as far back as I can remember, anyway. Do you ever get time for anything else? Sport or any other sort of pastime?
Well, yes, at times. We can be at home, which we call home now, would be New York. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we're in other big cities where we get a chance to see some of the good ball games, you know.
You like a good ball game, do you?
That's right.
Uh-huh. Well, you won't see any good ball games in England, I'm afraid. Not your kind.
Well.
But you've got your last concert on Monday now. That's at the Stoll Theatre, isn't it?
That's right.
And after that, back home to the States?
After that, then we'll be traveling back to the States. We start on the Western Birdland Tour, which opens up in California.
Mm-hmm. Well, I wish you the very best of luck for your last concert on Monday.
Well, thank you, and I want everyone to know that it's certainly been a great thrill for us being over here, and everybody over here has just been so wonderful to actually, we really applaud this British audiences.
Well, let's hope it isn't too long before you come back again.
Thank you, madam.